Live today. I skipped yesterday because it's not a good excuse. It was Valentine's Day. I've been exhausted. It's been really difficult to keep up with everything lately. I have been having meeting after meeting after meeting, and some pretty cool, incredible stuff is happening behind the scenes here. But I gotta be honest, this TikTok Live is now a challenge. I gave myself a 365 challenge, and when I was on Facebook it was a lot easier, but I wanted to just make sure and show up today, so I'm showing up. And today is the 5th anniversary of my Uncle Mike's death, and it's always a really heart-wrenching day for me on this day, and for my whole family really, because my uncle was he was just a superstar, and he was one of those rare breed people that you don't meet very often, and he died in a very tragic way. And it's just really sad. When I was young, he had beat Hodgkin's lymphoma, and then when I was in my 20s, his wife passed away really quickly from uterine cancer, and it had spread from her uterus to her lungs, and it took her life in 2011 very suddenly. Like within 2 weeks, it was very sudden. I think even a week. It was very sudden because she didn't catch it, and she hadn't gone to the doctor. So if you ever have symptoms of uterine pain or period irregularity or anything like that, you need to go get checked out, because you just never know. You just never know what will happen. And so if you're watching this and you are having any sort of strange period pain or uterine pain, go get it checked. Don't wait. Don't be afraid of the doctor. The doctor they're not always your friend, but it is good to get checked out. So, and that was very sad. And then fast forward to 2019, my cousin had 3 children, and her dad had a heart valve replacement in following his lymphoma, his Hodgkin's lymphoma, because when you get radiation treatment, it causes you to need a heart valve replacement. And he woke up one day with some arm pain, and she told him to go to the hospital, and within I think 2 hours he died. And it was just really tragic. And while he was dying, he was singing "In the Eye of the Storm," and she could hear him, and it was just really sad. She lost both of her parents. Her mom died a month before she had her first child, and she's had 3 children. And her dad was one of the best wrestling coaches in Wyoming. And it was just probably one of the most tragic stories ever. And I just really miss them, and I miss him, and I'm thinking about him a lot today. And so I'm kind of moving through my grief. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I have lost I've actually lost count how many people have died in the last 7 years. My brother committed suicide after beating stage 4 cancer on February 23rd of 2017, and he committed suicide because he had a momentary lapse of reason. He was seeing this girl, and she was cheating on him, and he took his life. He took 3 bottles of Unisom, and his twin brother, his identical twin, found him, and it was a couple months before his graduation. So it was just a really tragic story. And I'm sure on the 23rd I'll be back to tell more of that story. If you want to hear more, you can go to my YouTube, Wellness with Watson. I do have my story there. It's just really sad and tragic, and today I'm moving through the grief. So some of the tools that I have been using today to help me move through my grief was, I woke up and I started listening to all the songs that reminded me of my uncle. And I recently lost my grandma back in November. She had a stroke in 2015, and she was in a nursing home. she wasn't doing that bad, but they kept giving her those COVID shots. I think she got like 5 or 6 of them, and she was getting them every couple months, and she got nonverbal towards the end, and it was just really sad, and she passed away, and she was my person. And so having her gone, in addition to him being gone, has just been really weighing on my heart, and it's just really sad. And so sad today, but I'm moving through it, and I had some cool meetings today though. I'm a fierce anti-human trafficker, I'm like a fierce volunteer for anti-human trafficking, and I've teamed up with a former member of Operation Underground Railroad, and he's created Innocence Rescue Mission, and I've teamed up to help with that, and so that's been really cool for me. So if you want a place to donate to, and you want to help the domestic effort against human trafficking, Innocence Rescue Mission is doing it. So I will be back soon to talk more about that. But right now we're not really disclosing a lot of details, but I'm putting a bug in everybody's ear that it's getting started, and there's a domestic effort here finally. There's all of these anti-human trafficking nonprofits that are international, and we really needed to have a domestic effort and to teach our law enforcement officers how to combat human trafficking and online. And so this is Innocence Rescue Mission. So I hope that you guys will keep following me. Follow my channel, Wellness with Watson. I talk about naturopathic wellness, integrative health, rabbit hole, conspiracy theories. I just had a really cool interview with Christy Zagami, Leo Zagami's wife. I will be, author Leo Zagami, he wrote Confessions of an Illuminati. I will be posting that here. I'm going to try and live stream it when I get a minute. I'm like exhausted. Last night I didn't sleep at all. And I have been about almost a month clean now from marijuana, which I've struggled with my whole life. And I'm really happy to say that while I do look stoned right now because I'm extremely tired, I'm not. And that's a really good feeling. Oh, and I just told you guys about my brother. Here's my brother. He's right here. So this is my brother, Hunter. He took his life on February 23rd, 2017. And if you're watching this and you're considering taking your life, please stay. And don't give in to that momentary lapse of reason. You're loved, you're needed, you're valued. And make sure that you take care of your health and wellness. And if you see symptoms of something that doesn't seem right, get it checked out. Get it checked out. So, with that, that's my story today. It's not very long. Like I said, I'm exhausted. I'll come back tomorrow. I was going to tell my story of how I met my husband, which is really cool. Yesterday I was going to tell the story about me and my husband, but I'm just exhausted. So, if you want to learn more about me, go follow me on Wellness with Watson on YouTube. I have a really cool masterclass I just put up called Exit the Medical Matrix that Dr. Tara did. She's my business partner. Go check it out. It is so good. It's all about how to exit the medical matrix and how Rockefeller started the Western Industrial Medical Complex. Such a good masterclass. It's over on Wellness with Watson on YouTube called Exit the Medical Matrix. I just put it up. Go check it out. Alright, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and cherish the ones that you love. Oh, I'm wearing the shirt, so I've got my brother right here, and then I'm wearing my shirt, Vigil Inspired. This was made after my uncle passed away, because he was just a really stellar individual. And if you follow me on Facebook or my YouTube, you can learn more about that. I'll come back and talk more when I'm not tired. So I thank you for watching, and I'm looking for people to interview for my show. If you have a great story of your hero's journey from trial to triumph, I want to hear it. Send me a DM and we'll get you on the show. I also have a segment, Lacey Listens. I'm going to start popping on here to do it. And Lacey Listens is, I let people come on and talk for 10 minutes, a maximum of 10 minutes, and I don't say anything. I just listen, and you just tell me what you want to tell me, as long as it's appropriate and not like some sort of weird shit. I don't need anybody. I'm married, happy. I don't need any weird shit. So I want to have legitimate people that have cool stories or emotions they need to process. It's kind of like a counseling session, but I don't say anything. And then I respond on YouTube in a separate video with naturopathic interventions that you can take and self-development interventions that you can take, and with my thoughts. You can go check that out, Wellness with Watson, Lacey Listens. I've had a few people on for that, but I'm just a busy gal. I'm into everything, man. I'm doing everything. I work in naturopathic medicine. I volunteer for anti-human trafficking work. I volunteer for a disabled riding center, a horse riding center for the disabled, where I lead walk horses that help with sensory programs. It's called Alethea Riding Center in Wenatchee, and we help disabled people to gain sensory and to kind of like develop their senses. It is so cool. It is seriously cool, and they use fjord horses. Super cool. I have another business that I build. I use AI, and I make AI art, and I sell that, and then I build websites, landing pages, courses, all sorts of stuff. I do all sorts of stuff. I'm a busy bitch, so since I'm a busy bitch, I'm gonna go to bed. This busy bitch is gonna go to bed. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. And if you want to be on Lacey Listens, send me a message. If you want to be on the Hero's Journey, send me a message. I'm looking for people to interview. All right, ciao. Ciao, TikTok, ciao.